All right, good morning, Thailand. My name is Alex.
Hello, and I'm Jay.
And we have some news updates for you from around the land of smiles today. It's Monday, March 3rd. Now, today, we'll be talking about crackdowns on foreigners amid a recent crime wave. A Japanese man arrested for ecstasy possession in a shopping mall. And a little later, Thai nationals being deported from Cambodia for involvement in a call center. But first, we're back here in Thailand as a Danish tourist has declined a hospital treatment after a stabbing in Pattaya. That's right, a 22-year-old Danish tourist named Daniel was stabbed in Pattaya on February 28th, but declined hospital treatment and refused to cooperate with police. The attack occurred on Chalerm Phrakiet Road, with Daniel suffering stab wounds to his arm and head. Ouch! Despite significant bleeding, he refused to disclose details or press charges. Authorities are reviewing CCTV footage, though the lack of cooperation may hinder the investigation. Pretty wild to get, just a light stabbing. I'm good.
Just a little bit. Strong guy.
Very suspicious circumstances, though. The fact that you got stabbed and don't want to press any charges. Kind of wonder what kind of stuff this guy was involved in.
We don't need to talk about it. We don't need to talk about it.
Was this Fight Club or something like that?
Yeah,
I don't know. Bit scary, though, because obviously you understand why the police want to get the stabbers off the streets. Well, the stabbee is not really cooperating. But, in any case, glad he's okay, but also weird that he's keeping his lips sealed. I guess there might be still some threats against him.
Our next story is taking us to the south of Thailand, to Phuket, as the island of Phuket has tightened immigration enforcement in response to rising drug-related crimes and illegal employment among foreigners. In 2023, 998 foreigners were deported, with 194 losing their visas. Authorities are now working with consulates to screen arrivals more strictly, ensuring they have no warrants, blacklists, or insufficient funds. Foreigners are under increased scrutiny for unauthorized work, particularly as tour guides, with violators facing arrest, deportation, and possible lifetime bans. In January, Phuket saw 800,000 foreign tourists and detained 4 internationally wanted criminals.
That's a big number. Like 800,000 tourists, only 4 deported?
Yeah.
I mean, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Like, it makes you think maybe a lot might be slipping through the cracks there. But I guess that's the reason why they're trying to up the ante and bring more of these people to justice and get them kicked out of Thailand.
True.
Don't operate illegal businesses, people. I don't know. I guess that's the warning that they're trying to go for right now. Don't worry about it. We're on to our next story.
Yeah. Here we go.
I did promise you a Japanese man getting arrested with ecstasy in a Bangkok mall. Now, a 31-year-old Japanese man, Masato Omichi, was arrested by Thonglor police in a Bangkok shopping center on March 1st for allegedly possessing ecstasy pills. Acting on a tip-off, officers found him behaving suspiciously near a restroom and discovered 4 ecstasy tablets in his bag. Omichi admitted to buying the drugs from an unknown dealer to experiment, but was detained before use. A urine test later showed no other drugs in his system. He has been charged with illegal possession of a Category 1 narcotic and is now in police custody for further legal proceedings. Well, they got him with the old point at the drugs thing, the old photo op at the end. But yeah, this poor guy, honestly, he was being weird and suspicious in a bathroom, acted on a tip-off. Apparently, he was nervous to even experiment with it in the first place and didn't even get to do it.
Yeah. He just quickly swallows it when they come.
What drugs? I don't know. But, Thonglor police also famously do not mess around.
Yeah.
There are other police precincts that are apparently a little softer on especially small amounts of possession like this was. Not Thonglor. So definitely don't do it on their territory.
Thonglor known for the area for partying, a lot of pubs, a lot of clubs there. So they're used to aggressive and druggy party people. Yeah,
but they set up a lot of roadblocks and stuff like that. They do check people at certain times of day. Weird, though, that it just happened at daytime in a shopping mall. I think there's also a strange time to want to experiment with that drug in particular. But what are you going to do?
Well, we're going to move on to our next story coming from Thailand, as it's cracking down on illegal foreign makeup teachers.
Okay. Weird one.
Careful if you're doing makeup in Thailand, because Thailand is cracking down on illegal foreign workers in reserved professions, in particular unauthorized makeup teachers. Now, in a recent operation in Bangkok's Pratnakhon area, officials found 2 Chinese nationals illegally working as a makeup teacher at a Thai costume rental shop. They were detained and handed over to the police. Employers face fines of up to 200,000 baht and possibly hiring bans for repeat violations. The Department of Employment urges the public to report illegal foreign labor through official hotlines, reinforcing efforts to protect Thai workers' rights and ensure fair employment practices.
Who knew?
Who knew? Yeah.
Like illegal makeup operators.
Don't do it.
Look, I mean, you're not supposed to work here illegal anyways, but I didn't realize that this was also like one of those industries that is reserved for Thai nationals.
Now that I think about it, I've seen definitely some foreign makeup people, but allegedly.
Well, I mean, you see plenty of influencers like, promoting products and stuff like that. I don't feel like that is a thing. Like, you're not getting paid directly for applying the makeup itself. But it's weird, gray areas, right? Weird lines, like where are you crossing over into actually doing something illegal, and where are you just sort of like a makeup enthusiast? Like, this is a strange story, but I guess be careful. Like, no exchange of money when it comes to this stuff, apparently. All right, well, I guess that'll do it very quickly for our Thailand section of the news, guys, as we have to move on swiftly to our ASEAN Now section, which is a bit of a crossover story going over the border between Cambodia and Thailand. Now, Cambodia is deporting 119 Thai call center workers. That's right, Cambodia deported 119 Thai nationals involved in a scam call center in Phuket following raids on February 22nd and 23rd. Thai police received them at Aranyaprathet border for questioning. Authorities confirmed they entered Cambodia illegally for online fraud, but were not deceived or held captive, so just willing participants. The operation was part of a broader crackdown on cybercrime with Thailand, Myanmar, and Cambodia, intensifying efforts to dismantle scam centers. The deportations coincided with Thai Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawat's visit to Sakhiao, reaffirming her commitment to eliminating call center gangs. So this is interesting news because we've heard so much about call centers where people are being coerced into participating, like being held against their will, human trafficked, whatever you want to call it. Not in this case, apparently. The authorities are saying that all 119 of these individuals were there of their own volition, of their own will, scamming, just for the fun of it, for the profit. So they have been deported to Thailand. Still unclear what kind of punishment they'll be facing, but no matter what, I'm just happy to hear that more of these call scam centers are being cracked down upon, so the rest of us can sleep a little safer and maybe answer our phones without fear of getting our money taken away from us.
Well, we'll move on to our next story now that takes us to Vietnam, as Vietnam seeks Japan's help in launching first radar satellite. Everyone wants a satellite. Vietnam's Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh has urged Japan to accelerate cooperation on launching Lotus At-1, Vietnam's first home-built radar satellite in 2025. The satellite, developed with Japan's official development assistance, will enhance disaster prevention, climate monitoring, and resource management. Lotus Sat-1, weighing 600 kgs, uses advanced radar technology to capture images day and night, even in cloudy conditions, critical for Vietnam's frequent overcast climate. Vietnam and Japan have collaborated in space technology since 2006, leading to a successful launch of 3 Vietnamese microsatellites. Hey, so it's a good satellite. It's for weather, man.
Yeah, I think it's funny that, obviously a lot of these smaller developing nations need to work in collaboration with countries that have more established space programs, like Japan. But again, what is the kind of, like, this is just a little bit of, like, easy political pressure, like, hey, come on, we really want to get that thing up there. You got to wonder, though, a lot of now other nations are developing their space programs and providing avenues for these smaller nations to cooperate with, like India, China, of course. But yeah, apparently Japan is still a preferred partner for Vietnam. Interesting story.
Vietnam. All right. Well, yeah, that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, those are some of the stories from across Thailand and ASEAN Now. You can find more stories on thetiger.com. And, of course, join the conversation at
ASEANnow.com.
Thailand's largest English forum.
Yeah, and don't forget to subscribe, everybody. Please subscribe to The Thaiger to stay up to date on all things Thailand, and also subscribe to us across Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, X, whatever your preferred method of social media. Is that we're on there?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, Lemonade too. And because you'll see a lot of content that we don't post here on YouTube as well. Funny content, lifestyle content, all sorts of crazy stuff. So please do.
Yeah.
But that'll do it for the show. Let's get into the comments really quickly and just say hello to everybody before we get out of here.